Chris started his day like every morning, rushing to get out the door to make it to work on time. As he started driving, it seemed like all the other drivers were trying to make him late. Traffic was always terrible, and every time he got cut off or had to wait for someone to make a turn, it felt like a personal attack. His patience was quickly wearing thin. When he finally arrived at work, the negative energy from his commute was still with him. He could feel the anger bubbling up inside, and he wasn't sure how to let it go. His coworkers could sense the tension, and it made it difficult for them to have productive conversations. Even simple tasks would take longer with Chris's sour mood. At lunch, his closest friend pulled him aside. "Chris, I can sense that something is bothering you. Is there anything I can do to help?" Her words made Chris realize that he had been letting outside forces control his emotions. He was giving away his power, and he knew he had to find a way to take it back. That night, Chris decided to take a walk around his neighborhood. He was determined to find a way to manage his anger and not let others have so much control. As he walked, he slowly noticed the beauty of his surroundings. He saw the trees swaying in the wind, the birds singing in the sky, and the sun setting in the distance. Being in the moment, he felt a wave of calm come over him and knew that he had to find a way to bring this peaceful feeling into his everyday life. When Chris arrived home, he decided to create a morning ritual that would help him start each day on a positive note. He set his alarm 10 minutes earlier so he could take some deep breaths and meditate before heading out. He also made sure to listen to calming music and take a few moments to practice gratitude. Every morning, he reminded himself that he had the power to choose how he wanted to feel and how he wanted to present himself to the world. With practice, Chris was able to keep his anger in check and show up to work with a positive attitude. His coworkers took notice and thanked him for this shift in positive energy. They enjoyed the conversations and tasks that used to take forever. Chris was amazed at how quickly his life had changed. He had finally taken back his power and was living a life of peace and joy. He was no longer letting outside forces control his emotions and instead was taking control of his own life. The next time Chris encountered bad drivers on his way to work, he took a deep breath and reminded himself that he had the power to choose how he wanted to feel. Instead of getting angry, he simply chose to stay calm and enjoy the scenery around him. He was no longer letting outside forces control his emotions, and he felt liberated and empowered. Chris's newfound sense of control and joy was contagious. His coworkers noticed the shift in his energy and began to take note of their own emotions. He had learned the importance of taking control of his own emotions and allowing himself to be the master of his own destiny. In life, you never know what others are going through. Maybe that person who cut you off in traffic is in a rush because they got bad news. Or maybe they themselves are just selfish. You have the power to let that person have a negative and lasting impact on your life. Or you can sigh a deep breath, smile, and know that they have no impact on how you feel. You are your own person, and you alone have the ability to decide who or what will control your emotions. Whether it's bad drivers on the road, family, friends, or strangers, understand they have no power over you. You cannot change how they act or behave. However, you have absolute control over how you let them manipulate your emotions. In this life, this very short life, it is your choice how you live it and how you let others impact your daily well-being. You can let others control you, or you can be an influence and help others realize their potential to be a better version of themselves. Know now that you have a choice. You can let your anger go, or you can hold on to it so tightly that it only consumes you. Remember today and every day, live for you.